Imagine an AI image editor that creates 4K videos. Not 5 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds. With full storyboard control. With consistent interiors, consistent characters, and cinematic camera movements. If this becomes real, it's not an update. It's an earthquake.
Hi, I'm Victoria from Zero Design, and I work daily with AI in interior visualization. Today I want to talk about Kling 3.0 and its pre-release on Higgsfield. If you've been watching my channel, you know that when it comes to AI video, Kling AI is my favorite tool.
Not because it's trendy, but because it actually works for designers. And I also love Higgsfield because instead of paying for 5 or 10 different AI subscriptions, you get everything in one professional workflow.
And honestly, if you're still working only with static images, you risk falling behind. And at the end, I will show you one Higgsfield feature that I discovered that completely changes how I think about AI workflow. So, let's dive into it. Let's be honest, Kling 2.6 is already very good.
We can create beautiful short clips, cinematic shots, strong realism.
But for interior design, we still face problems.
Motion can break in complex interiors, faces and people sometimes glitch. 1080 is not enough for real estate or premium clients, and 10 seconds is limiting for storytelling. These are normal growing pains, like it's not failures. Still, like Kling works very good. But that's exactly where Kling 3.0 comes in. Just recently, Higgsfield released a teaser post. Here's a page on Reddit which breaks down of what to expect from Kling 3.0. So first and very cool feature is native 4K, 60 frames per second. And you can see like we have seen the turbo and 1080 models, but the 3.0 base model is rumored to be the first to handle 4K without upscaling artifacts.
"4K" means that we are no longer creating drafts, we are creating full marketing video. Now, something I personally expect a lot. The opportunity to do a full walkthrough of the apartment with just few images. How cool is that?
Real estates, you cannot use low-quality images for real estates, yeah? High-end interiors, website headers, no upscaling, no compromises. You can create final product, not a draft. Because here, going back to Reddit, you can see that they call Kling 3.2 Sora 2 killer. With OpenAI Sora 2 pushing 25-second clip, Kling 3.0 will likely push the standard generation to 30 or 60 seconds. Right now, in Add Banana, we can select a region and edit like just a part of it. I don't want to change the color of the whole chair, only like the part of it. Now, imagine having the same level of control, but in video. It's a Higgsfield blog covering the release of Kling 3.0, and it's quite long, but very useful, and I'll leave a link in the description below. But you can see here regional in painting and AI video editing, one of the most anticipated features in regional painting, allowing creators to modify specific areas of video without regenerating the entire clip.
The O1 series has already introduced natural language video editing, but in most cases it still generates large parts of the frame. One of the biggest problems in AI video is interaction.
So, for example, this woman like sitting on the sofa, but it doesn't look like very natural, it looks like a bit strange. You can see like the face of the woman is clearly distorted. Going back to the blog, physics and character interactions should be improved. It's expected to improve character interaction, object handling, close simulation, and facial animation, addressing common visual artifacts that appear when characters touch or interact closely.
Also, it should be an opportunity to do macro shots with real texture. As designers, we love details.
Wood grain, fabric, stone will showcase the texture and the structure. It adds so much realism and so much life. And as I showed you recently, the teaser post from Kling, detail macro shot of the eye, I think it's a hint.
Next part is extremely exciting. Kling is expected to introduce director memory.
That means same characters, same interior, same style across multiple shots. This is how stories feel intentional, not random. For designers, this means real storytelling, not just random AI clips. Going back to Higgsfield, it's cool because there are so many apps, like a huge amount. You don't need to use all of them, but I think it's worth exploring. For example, Cinema Studio uses a real camera system and you can get very nice cinematic videos. There is also in Paint, which I mentioned earlier. Now you can select specific area to edit, super useful. And for example, shots. From one image you can create non-variation with different perspectives and some close-ups. So there are like a huge amount of apps. Important reminder, this is pre-release. Nothing is officially confirmed. Everything I shared today based on my research, public opinions, leaks, and industry expectation. If you want to be among the first designers to try Kling 3.0 on Higgsfield, link in my description. And tell me in the comments which feature you are waiting the most. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And see you in the next video.